You pray every day, not out of routine, not because someone told you to. You do it because you need something to change. You sit there in silence, eyes closed, asking for a different life, a better one, more stability, more clarity, more direction. You don't ask for luxury, just progress. And for a moment, you feel it. Peace. Like something heard you, like something is working behind the scenes. But then, you open your eyes, and everything is still the same. Same room, same problems, same pressure sitting quietly in your chest. Nothing moved. So you tell yourself something that sounds right. Be patient. God is working. Just trust the process. And you do. You keep showing up. You keep believing. You keep waiting. Days pass, then weeks, then months. And slowly, something begins to shift. Not your life, your expectations. You stop expecting things to change quickly. Then you stop expecting them to change at all. And that's where it becomes dangerous. Because you don't notice when hope turns into quiet acceptance. You don't notice when faith slowly turns into passivity. You don't notice when waiting becomes your lifestyle. You still pray. But something is different now. You're not asking with expectation anymore. You're asking just to feel okay, just to survive the day. Because deep down, you're tired. Tired of trying to understand why nothing is moving. Tired of watching people around you build things, grow, move forward, while you feel like you're standing in the exact same place. And here's the part that hurts the most. Some of those people don't even think the way you do. They don't pray like you. They don't live as carefully as you. Yet somehow, their lives are expanding. And yours isn't. So a question begins to form. Quiet at first. Almost like a whisper you don't want to hear. What if I'm missing something? Not about God, but about how life actually works, because no one ever explained this part clearly. You were told to have faith, but no one told you what faith is supposed to do. You thought faith meant waiting. You thought faith meant staying still. You thought faith meant not pushing too hard, because pushing felt like doubt. Effort felt like a lack of trust. Wanting more felt dangerous. So you adjusted your life. You lowered your expectations. You simplified your desires. You told yourself, I don't need much. I'm okay with less. This is enough. But deep down, you weren't at peace. You were just avoiding something, avoiding growth, avoiding risk, avoiding responsibility. And you didn't even realize it, because it was disguised so well. It looked like humility. It sounded like wisdom. It felt like faith. But it wasn't. It was limitation, a quiet mindset that keeps you exactly where you are. And life will tolerate that for a while, until something forces you to see it. Maybe it's a job that disappears. Maybe it's money running out. Maybe it's a moment where you realize you have nothing built. No extra income, no new skills, no direction, just time that passed, and nothing to show for it. That moment hits differently, because now you can't hide behind comfort anymore. Now you have to face something real. You didn't just lack opportunity, you avoided it. You didn't just lack resources, you never built them. You didn't just wait on God, you replaced action with prayer. And that realization, it's uncomfortable, because it shifts the responsibility. It's no longer about what didn't happen. It's about what you didn't do. And most people run from that moment. They distract themselves. They blame circumstances. They double down on waiting. But if you stay in that moment long enough, you start to see something clearly. Poverty is not just about money. It's a way of thinking, a pattern, a lens that shapes every decision you make. It tells you, play it safe. Don't risk failure. Stay where you are. And the most dangerous part is, it feels right. Because it protects you from discomfort. It protects you from embarrassment. It protects you from uncertainty. But it also protects you from growth, And growth is the only thing that changes your life. At some point, you have to decide something. Do you want comfort? Or do you want change? Because you can't have both at the same time. Change will demand something from you. Effort, learning, discipline, consistency. Things you've been avoiding. Not because you're incapable, but because you thought you weren't supposed to. That's the shift. That's the moment everything begins to change. When you realize, faith was never meant to replace action. It was meant to guide it. You're not supposed to sit still. You're supposed to move. With direction. To build something. To develop something. To take what you have. And multiply it. Not hide it. Not wait with it. Not ignore it. Because nothing grows in stillness. Everything grows through movement. So you start small. Not perfect. Not confident. Just moving. You try something. It feels uncomfortable. You fail. It feels worse. But you don't stop. Because now, you understand something you didn't before. Failure is not the problem. Staying still is. So you try again. You learn something new. You adjust. You improve slightly. And that slight improvement creates momentum. Momentum creates belief. And belief, when it's backed by action, changes everything. Your thinking expands. Your confidence grows. Your opportunities start to look different. Not because they suddenly appeared, but because you're finally ready to see them. You still pray. But now your prayers sound different. They're not passive anymore. They're aligned with movement. Guide me. Show me what to do. Help me make better decisions. And when something shows up, you act on it, not perfectly, but intentionally. That's the difference. That's what most people never understand. They wait for life to change first, before they change. But it doesn't work like that. You change, and life responds. Not instantly, but consistently. And over time, those small changes compound. A new skill becomes income. A small idea becomes something real. A little confidence becomes momentum. And one day, you look around, and your life is no longer the same. Not because something magical happened, but because you finally stepped into it. You stopped hiding behind comfort. You stopped calling stillness faith. And you started living like what you asked for requires something from you. And maybe that's what was missing the whole time. Not opportunity, not help, not even timing. Just movement.